Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you my top 15 of 2015, and at first I thought this was going to be really easy because 15 products is a lot of products to come up with, but the more that I started writing my favorite products down, like I just kept thinking of things. I had to cross things off because I was like, you know what, I can't forget about this, and I might have one bonus, so I have 15 plus one bonus because I just couldn't leave it out. Okay, in no particular order, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So number one is the Shade and Light palette by Kat Von D. This is the contour palette, contour highlight palette, and I loved this so much. I still love it. I've not been contouring as much as I used to lately just because my skin's pretty light and I've been just more focusing on like highlighting, but this is like so good. It has some really light products. As you can see, this yellow one was my favorite. I hit pan on that a long time ago, and I heard that they were coming out with new individual powders, so that's pretty awesome. But this is number one. This was awesome. I've actually found that I like Kat Von D products a lot more than I thought that I would. The second product is the Kat Von D Shade and Light Eye Palette, and this is just the perfect matte palette. I always add like a shimmery shadow for the inner corner, but as far as these colors go, these are awesome. I love how this palette is all matte and it has more than one light shade. So you have like your almost white, you have a like beigey bone color, you have a yellow, and then you have like a peachy bone shade. And these shades right here are really great for like your blending out shade, your transition shade, and all of these colors are just amazing. Like you can come up with so many different looks, and I feel like these colors go really good with like my eye color. So they're neutral. I think that this will work great for everyone, but this is like one of my favorite all-time eyeshadow palettes. Okay, moving on to another Kat Von D product. This is the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner in Trooper. This is amazing. It lasts for a long time. When I buy these, well, this isn't a felt tip actually, it's a brush tip, but when I buy like the felt tip liners from like the drugstore, they always run out super quickly. This is the second one that I've purchased, and the first one lasted so long. It's so good because you can just throw it in your bag. I'm in a rush usually, so I can do it when I get to work, and it's just super quick and easy. It makes the perfect precise line. You can make it thin or thick, you know, just depending on how you want to apply it, but it is so good. I love this liner. It's amazing. Love it. Okay, next product is the MAC Prolongwear Nourishing Foundation. So I haven't been wearing this recently because I don't have my shade, but I love this for all of 2015, probably the majority of the year. The Prolongwear Nourishing Waterproof Foundation, a lot of people don't like this, but I think if you apply it correctly, it can look really good, and it stays on my skin a long time. I think because I have more oily skin, it just works a little bit different than with my skin. I know a lot of people say that it looks kind of like it can stick to dry patches and things like that, but I love this foundation, and when I started using it, I even noticed a difference in my skin. So the nourishing part of this is true, and it worked for me, and I absolutely love it. And if I had my right shade, I would be wearing it now. I do have a review on this back a few videos, but the shades are a little bit darker. I think they're either darker or lighter. I think they're darker than what they say. So like if you get an NC20, it's going to be more like an NC25. So I love that for 2015, and I will still keep using it when I get my shade. Okay, next product is the MAC Prolongwear Concealer, and this is my tried and true concealer. I don't know how many times I've tried to stray away from this, but I always go back to this because it is so good. I mean, it doesn't crease, it covers really well. I was using like my Este Lauder Double Wear Foundation, which is a really good coverage foundation, and I wasn't wearing my concealer because I ran out of my shade, and my makeup just wasn't looking right. And then when I picked this up again and I used it, that's what was missing, was my Prolongwear Concealer, just because it does add a little bit of extra coverage, and the finish of it is just so nice. It's like skin-like it's just perfect. Love that for 2015. Okay, next products are these Girl Pro Conceal little concealers, and these are super cheap. You can get them lots of different places. They're like a couple dollars, and they're really good for highlighting and contouring. And I actually used this one today for contour. I don't have any contour powder on. It's just this, and it just works so good. You can, it's like a brush tip, so you can just, or you can just put some product like on a palette and then use your beauty blender to blend it in, and it works really great. So these two are awesome, pretty inexpensive, so worth picking up and giving a try if you haven't. So that is number 6. Okay, number 7 is the Este Lauder Double Wear Foundation, and I finally found my correct match. I think the shades are a little bit different than they were before. They're not as pink, so I had the same shade, which was Sand, and it was a little too pink. Either that or it was just too old, but this one in Sand is perfect. I love this foundation. It stays on all day. I can't say enough great things about this. I've talked about this so much before, so you guys get what I'm saying about this foundation, and if you've used it, you know how amazing it is. So I love that, and that is one of my favorites for 2015. Okay, next is the MAC Quite Natural Paint Pot, and this is just a paint pot that I use for underneath my lower lash line. I like to have a little bit of a smoky look. Even for daytime, I just think that it I feel like if I have just eyeshadow on the top and nothing on the bottom, it's unbalanced. So this just balances it out. When you use a paint pot, I feel like my eyeshadows stay on a little bit longer. So it's perfect for just putting under my lower lash line and then topping it off with like a lighter eyeshadow and just blending it out, and it just looks great. Perfect brown. It's just like a nice neutral brown. Love that. And next is the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in Taupe, and at first I didn't like this because I picked a shade that was too dark for me. This is Taupe. I have pretty dark hair and dark eyebrows, but for some reason this lighter shade just works for me. I felt like the darker shades were just too heavy and too dark, but I think that this works great. I mean, if you can look and see, it looks way lighter than my eyebrows should be, but it actually works. So I love this, and I think finding the right shade for this is key, and you just need like a tiny bit of it, and it's amazing. It stays put, and the best eyebrow product that I have ever used. So I love that. Next is these are products actually that I don't think get enough. They don't get as much love as they should, and these are from Sephora. They're the Sephora brand, and they're the cream lip stains, and these are really great cream lip stain products. They don't dry out my lips. I think they have a good variety of shades. One of my favorites is this one, which is 09. I wish that they had names, but it's almost like a corally pink, really pretty for summertime. This one's like a mauve shade, and then this one's like a peachy. I have a couple more of these, but I just couldn't find them right off hand. But these are just so great. They stay on like all day. They don't dry out my lips, and they're not patchy or anything like that. And they're so inexpensive. I think they're like $13 or $14, but so worth giving those a try if you haven't tried those out. Okay, next is my favorite lipstick. I have to mention this just because I pretty much have worn it the entire year, and it's Please Me from MAC, and it's just like the perfect pink for me. It's a matte, so sometimes I can top it off with a lip gloss if it's too matte or too drying. MAC lipsticks do kind of dry out my lips a little bit, but I feel like they just have such a good variety of colors. You can pretty much find whatever shade you're looking for, and I don't know, I love MAC lipsticks, but the matte formulas are a little bit drying. Okay, next is, let's see here. I have a face mask that I've been loving this year, and I used this like ages ago, but it's the Queen Helene Mint Julep Mask, and this, I think I've talked about this a few times. it has sulfur in it, so it really like clears up your acne. It smells kind of funny after you take it off, but after you wash your face a few times it goes away. But this clears up my face so quickly. It just leaves my skin feeling so like balanced and clear, and it's just awesome. This is for oily and acne prone skin, so if you have dry skin, I'm not sure how that will work, but for my skin I feel like it just dries everything up, but just leaves, if I notice that I'm getting a breakout, I'll put this on and it almost like stops it. So the next 3 products are going to be my hair products, and I absolutely need these. Like these 3 products are my go-to, and my hair is pretty simple. I flat iron it almost every day. I occasionally curl it, but I have to have like the right texture. I have really fine hair, so these are the 3 products that are amazing. So the first one is It's a 10 Miracle Plus Keratin. I have to have this. My hair never feels the same when I run out of this. It's like my hair just doesn't cooperate, and this is a it does 10 things. You guys have all heard about this. It provides a heat protectant plus leave-in conditioner. It has keratin straightening treatments. I could read off the back, but you guys, I know you guys are all familiar with this. It smells so good, and I just love it. Sometimes I don't even need to use a conditioner if I use this. If I am having like certain times of the month, your hair just gets a little bit oilier than others, so I'll just skip conditioner in the shower and then use this, and it's just amazing. Okay, next product is my dry shampoo and Batiste All the Way. I've used this for so many years, and I've tried so many different dry shampoos, and this is the one that works the best. It doesn't weigh my hair down. It doesn't leave like, it's a little bit white, but if you blend it in, it works good, and I just have never used anything that works better than this, so it's like my tried and true. It was probably on my list of yearly favorites or annual favorites for every year since I started using it. Okay, and the last product, or this isn't a product, but it's a tool, and it's the Diamond Flat Iron from Irresistible Me. And I love this so much that I actually just ordered another one. This is the new one actually that I'm gonna be taking my old one to work and having this one at home, just because it's such a great flat iron. It doesn't look super fancy, but it makes my hair so super straight, and it makes my hair really shiny, and it doesn't, sometimes you get like flat irons and they just make your hair feel really dry. This hasn't done this to me. I don't feel like I'm damaging my hair. It has a heat temperature, so you can make it as high or as low as you want. I usually use it around 350 to 375, but I want to take one to work with me because I live in kind of a humid area. Even right now you can kind of see that my hair is starting to, I put it behind my ears a lot, so it gets like crinkled right there on this side too, you can see. So sometimes I'll just freshen it up like halfway through the day or before the end of the day if I have something to do in the evening at work, and it just a couple times going through my hair and it's amazingly flat, so, or flat straight. Yeah, and then the last product is number 16, my bonus product, and I could not leave this out because I'm in love with this. I bought this in December, so it's relatively new, but it is the Black Opium by YSL, and I smelled this when I was at Sephora, and I just kept thinking about it. I wasn't sure, but I'm so glad that I ended up getting it because it is my favorite fragrance. I don't even know, maybe I could say of all time. It's so good. The notes are supposed to have coffee in it, and I love it. I can't get enough of it. I wear it every day. I want to spray it on myself all the time because it is that good. So if you were thinking about this and you were on the fence, I think it's totally worth it. I love it, and I'm so glad that I decided to get it. Okay, so that is my top 15 plus bonus for 2015. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope to have tons of new products to share with you this year, and I just want to thank you guys for sticking around and always being so nice, and let's have another great year. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you soon.